Welcome back to the corporate strategy session on importance of internal assessment. In the previous slide, I had spoken about all these components of importance of internal assessment, informed decision making, competitive advantage, resource optimization, risk management, strategic alignment, along with key components of strategic management in internal assessment. The other components or other importance of internal assessment we will see. So, internal assessment plays a crucial role in strategic management by providing organization with insight. As I have told you very clear in the very first session, internal assessment talks about your SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. Try to enhance on your strength and opportunities and overcome your weakness facing the threats or challenges of this highly competitive world. By understanding internal forces and capabilities, organizations can have a hands-on hold on the resources, allocation of your resources, leveraging the competitive. This makes proper utilization of resources, can have a competitive advantage, and also you can overcome the risk. So, in the previous slide I spoke about how you could try to resource allocation and risk minimization is interlinked. So, internal assessment also enables organization to identify areas of improvement. As I have told you, try to work on your strengths. When you know your strengths, try to increase your strengths or make the company stronger or organization stronger, overcoming the weakness. What are the weakness? For example, delivery time. If your competitor is giving a delivery of the product is somewhere in 1 day delivery, 24 hours, work on it so that you could make it as 22 hours or 23 hours. You get that 1 hour competitive advantage. Now that you can think about cost beneficial. For example, the cost wise, product features along with your competitors' product features and pricing of your product and your competitors of product. How better of you, whether your company is highly priced or low priced, but still the product features. For example, if you have a cup of a tea in a restaurant, it would cost you some 20 rupees, 30 rupees. The same cup of a tea with little bit enhanced in a 5-star hotel or a Starbucks cost you 750 rupees. Ingredients what goes is the same, but brand name. Normal restaurant 15 rupees, whereas Starbucks 750 rupees. Because that competitive advantage. The brand name, intangible services I was talking about in the previous session. So, that brand value, the patent, copyright, trademark. Coffee is not just a coffee for somebody. Some people enjoy, it's a refreshing. Some people buy coffee work to buy coffee. Some buy coffee to work. There is a difference. So, for somebody it's not just the coffee, it is a refreshing to make them work better off. So, that uniqueness, competitive advantage. So, foster a culture of continuous learning and motivation. Learning is continuous and never ending. Organization has to, or as an individual has to, unlearn, learn, relearn. Learning is continuous, learning is never ending. What technology we have today may become obsolete by tomorrow. It may become outdated, old-fashioned. As an individual, you should be in a position to gear up with the competition, gear up with the environmental changes. Ultimately, internal assessment serves as a foundation for informed decision making. Sustain everything at the end of the day, it comes down to science down to competitive advantage, better position, performance, returns with add-on values. So, that what? So, we could talk about this. So, as I told you, importance of understanding your internal forces. And as the previous slide we have discussed, informed decision, competitive, resource, risk, strategic alignment. It talks about strategic planning, competitive advantage, organization performance, change management, culture and employee engagement. These are some of the additional same terminologies, same concept. The meaning is the same, but in a different context we are seeing. This material has been taken from different sources for additional information and benefit of the student in the learning of this particular concept. So, strategic planning, so input which are crucial for your organization strength and weakness, crucial for strategic planning, competitive advantage, internal capabilities and resources, leveraging its strength, organization performance, enhancing your performance and efficiency. When the demand is more, supply is less, how do you make? Work on shift, adding on additional machineries, increasing your employee, human resources, funding. See, again you need to find out, all this comes on to your financial strength. How do you enhance your financial strength? That is where you have to prepare the proposal and give it to a support of your angel investors to invest, or the bankers, or the government to provide. There are so many schemes for the startups where government supports in setting up their own companies. You can, and as long as your proposal is strong and clear enough for the betterment of the society. So, change management, internal essential for management organization change. So, it helps in anticipating potential changes and addressing resistant change. Culture and employee engagement, yes, effective fosters positive work environment. You cannot have a positive result with the negative thoughts. Think good, good will happen. Be positive, positive vibes will come back to you. The karma theory, what goes, what comes in. You cannot sow a neem seed and expect a mango to grow. Not possible. Same thing when you are putting your hard work, the company, it is investing in the right appropriate, wherever required, it is investing its resources, it is investing its monetary, automatically the resources will be there. May not be immediately, may not see the returns. Maybe some of the things, for example, corporate sales. Today if you make an approach, continuous, after 6 months you approach, maybe after 1 year you may get an order, but order is not going to be a small one, it will be a big deal. But that watering has to be done, the consistency in approaching your client, 6 months or 1 year. But once it comes, it recycles, starts pumping in again and again. Most of your industrial buying, the clients don't go, once they decide on a particular buyer, they don't change the buyer again and again. They will go back to the same supplier for anything. And also the positive word of mouth will also make them to get a good other customers to the organization. So, that is where engagement, enhance engagement and promote collaboration and innovation. So, this was about the importance of internal assessment. The nature and role of internal assessment in formulating strategies. Gather resources, internal auditing, human resource, HR audit, financial audit, market audit, system audit. What is audit? You are trying to evaluate what is income, what is outgoing, is there a balance, fine tuning. So, that as in prioritizing information about the firm's marketing, different departments and its operations. We talk about RBV, resource based view approach, where it talks about in an organization there are 3 types of resources. Resources which are rarely available. If you are using such resources in an organization, the organization has a competitive advantage on somebody else. Or to imitate, if somebody patenting, somebody cannot imitate the product design, the product what you have produced, then the company has a competitive advantage. Or not easily substitutable. There are so many products which cannot be substituted with some other product. Is there any substitute for salt? For sugar you have jaggery. Is there a substitute for salt? Without salt, can you eat a food? Maybe the quantity required is very, very minimal in making the food. Without salt in the food becomes tasteless. So, when you have not easily substitutable. When your product cannot be substituted by some other product, then the company has a competitive advantage. Company is in a better hand position. So key internal forces, a strategic management assessment includes how strong or weak a firm is, functional areas, marketing, finance, human resources, productions, maintenance, inventory. So all the sales, so many different things. So including different departments. And today, information, data means money. How much information, if your customers or client database, if the company's client database goes into a competitor's hand, it becomes tedious. Management of information. Today everything is, we talk about e-inventory, work schedules, everything is online. Today the concept of work from home. Physically the people are not going to the office or to the cabins. They are sitting at home with the office facility at home and working even more productively. Or at the same time for the company, there is a savage on resources, cafeteria, savage on additional variable costs like electricity, infrastructure, which has to be provided if the person is physically present in the office with transportation facility. Company is cutting on that. So all this you need to management of information, database. Production department, we talk about Six Sigma concept, defective, one defective out of millions, people work on that. See, the rejection is less, higher the quality output. We talk about 5S, Kaizen concept, Plan, Do, Check, Act, PDCA, Total Quality Management. All these concepts have to be, it all talks about internal assessment. Distinctive competence, a firm strength that cannot be easily matched or imitated by its competitors, can have a competitive advantage over others. So some of the methods and tools used in internal assessment in a very first slide. The syllabus, entire this module 3, content talks about key internal forces, talks about your internal assessment, value chain analysis, resource based value of the firm, benchmarking, SWOT analysis. All those are the methods of your internal assessment. SWOT or SWOC, strength, weakness, opportunities and threat, identifying the internal and external factors. Value chain analysis, examining the primary and supporting activities where value is created and cost is minimized. Benchmarking, there is an organization performs and process are metrics with the industry peers or best practices have been identified and it has become a part of your production process. I was telling no, total quality management, just-in-time inventory, ABC analysis, the resources allocations, heavily used, medium used and less used products. But the value heavily used, high cost, low cost and medium cost product, and how the allocation of these resources have been done without the product quality being compromised. In turn, that adds to the financial income for the organized sales. In turn, increases the sales, inflow of the funds generation happens. Financial ratios and metrics. Key financial ratios, I told you, investment, return on investment. When you prepare, if it's a startup company, when they prepare the proposal, startup today, what is the break-even point? 2 years? After that, is that the profit they say? Till that particular time, it is going to be just whatever the investment you have tried you to think. At one point of the time, break-even point, where apart from your variable cost, you can see the profit. That's the beauty of an entrepreneur. So we talk about return on equity, liquidity ratios, performance matrix, assessing financial health and efficiency, competency mapping, identifying the right employee for the right work is also an art. You may be having employee, but quality employee with required skill in order to perform the job. That is competency mapping. Today the employees are hired through competency mapping skills. Where do they fit exactly? in which particular position, which particular job profile suits to that particular individual. Capabilities of employee determine if they align with the organization goals and strategic requirement. These talks about the methods and tools used in internal assessment. So overall, we could say that internal assessment is a strategic management, serves as a critical foundation for strategic decision making. By thoroughly evaluating its internal strength and weakness, an organization can capitalize on its advantage, mitigate weakness, and align its resources with strategic objectives effectively. This process not only enhances the performance, but also adaptability and resilience to increase the competitive advantage of the organization in business environment. So this whole session, what we talked about, importance and tools used, is about on internal assessment. We'll come back for the next session on key internal forces.